Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Onyx, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be at about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seat belt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to Weirdo Wednesday. You know, it's something like that. How's everybody been doing? Did you all have a good weekend? Anything weird happen?
I did a pretty good weekend. My sister surprised and came down for a visit.
Yeah.
As far as anything weird, but she got me a really cute cup. Thought it say, I would say hope you're having a wickedly weird Wednesday, and it says stay wicked.
Oh, cool.
But the cutest part, the handle is a moon.
Oh, nice.
Grip. So that was cool. We had a nice visit. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, played some music. I was gonna play in a disc golf tournament, but I went out Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, I went out Friday before the tournament and played 9 rounds, almost died. So I figured, maybe I might want to wait this one out.
And you had a cool visit too, didn't you?
Yeah,
before your 9 rounds.
Yeah, that was the day of the 9 rounds when I met Todd, the resident asshole. Yeah. Those of you may know Todd Reinert. I think I said his name right. He came through the old city for a visit, heading to North Carolina. It was funny because we were sitting there eating like lunch or dinner or whatever it was, and we were talking. And they said they were going to North Carolina to go to a mine, like a rock mine. And I was like, oh man. And then we hit it off on that, started talking about that. And I haven't done that in years and years and years. And
I miss Rock County. I want to know what mine they went to.
Yeah. That's a good question. I forgot. His girlfriend was wearing a shirt from the place. But yeah, it sounds like a cool time. I told him to definitely let me know what kind of rocks he found. Yeah, Debbie knows Todd.
She knows Todd. They've got an Emerald Hollow mine, Thermal City Golden Gem mine, Gem Mountain mine. Crabtree Emerald Mine. Did they actually have emerald? Elijah Mountain, Masons, Ruby, and Sapphire. See, they got a lot of stuff. That's why we used to want to have an RV, me and Jeff. It was going to be, fold down furniture where, like, the beds would be table, everything would fold into something else. The back would be a ghost hunting nerve center where we'd have all our stuff set up. So we could travel the states, see all of our friends, and go to the haunted locations, go to the historical spots like Gettysburg, and then my rock hounding, because I had all my Audubon books, and now it's a Google, and stop at each hounding site, like I have in California, Nevada, and cross out my book, go to everything there's to offer. And I wanted to go to all the states, find all the reptiles, do metal detecting and rock hounding, just everything, visit people. But
that's how the conversation went to Rocks was, he was talking about being on vacation. So we were going to go on a vacation. I haven't been on a vacation in I don't know how long. I used to go somewhere every year, and I haven't been anywhere. The last vacation wasn't really a vacation. It was a funeral. So that wasn't really much of a vacation, but, we were going to go to Michigan. I was going to go to a reptarium up there that this guy that I know has. And then we were going to go look for eupolite and shit like that on the shores of the Gitchagumi. Or the lake.
Get your goat.
Yeah, I did get it. Oh, I was going to bring it in here. It's in my other room. I got a really cool ruby point the other day at the crystal store.
A real ruby or a river ruby?
Real ruby.
I want to see it. Let's do it, Murray. I'm happy to live in one. I'm already looking at pop-up things for the animals, I would be very happy minimizing and just living in an RV. It's always kind of been a thing, you're going to end up at, living in a bus down by the river. I'm like, that's kind of a dream, man. Something to strive for. See all these people like this gal, I don't know if you remember her, Kay Temps. I used to use her voice a lot on TikTok. She did a lot of voices. Well, she did so well at it that she started making money. Her and her dad bought a working school bus. Not only, is it a bus, but it runs, and she's completely redoing it, showing the whole journey. I don't get jealous of people, but I got to tell you, the envy in me was just really I was really feeling it. I'm so happy for her, but man, I wish I was in that same position.
Yeah. Well, at least we're not in the position of this lady who New Jersey police are searching for a semi-truck after a woman bleeding from the face is spotted yelling for help. That's frightening. Who knows? Hopefully this has been updated. This was from August 4th, so hopefully this has been updated. I didn't have time to search for the update today, but authorities in New Jersey are searching for a white trailer tractor cab after a bloodied woman in it called out to strangers for help Wednesday afternoon. South Brunswick police have released grainy surveillance footage. It's always grainy. Badass phone cameras, and it's always grainy. I don't understand that. Ufos are grainy. Trucks, license plates, everything else are grainy. You could take a picture of a dog turd in the grass. It'll be sharp as a tack. Footage of the truck as it traveled slowly along the shoulder of Route 130. As the truck crawls past a Toyota dealership at approximately 2 p.m., investigators say a distressed woman yelled for help. According to the police, the woman, who was either white or Hispanic, looked to be in her 20s with long brown hair. She managed to briefly exit the cab, but was seemingly yanked back into the truck by the driver. In the surveillance video, a man can be seen running towards the cab as it begins to pull away. The witness said the female, who was wearing a brown flannel shirt, was bleeding from her face. Police say the truck headed south on Route 30 and exited at Ridge Road. The driver is described as an older white male with a white beard. The bald man was seen dressed in a blue shirt. What? Anyways, the truck's believed to be a Volvo tractor-trailer cab with blue lettering on the side. Can't tell what the lettering says because the damn picture's too blurry. Imagine that. Anyone who spots the truck or has other information relevant to the case is urged to call South Brunswick Police at 732-329-4646. So, yeah, any of y'all in New Jersey see a white Volvo semi-cab driving around with blue lettering on it, don't get in if they offer you free candy. Just saying. Could be dangeroso.
I couldn't unmute. Yeah, definitely don't get in. This time, the Facebook user on here on StreamYard, that's actually Sherry. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it says Facebook user and not the name.
Yeah, I did it last week for Ryan.
Yep.
But I just wanted you to know that's who that is and not a troll. Better late than never, is Ariana. Let's see what I got in my bag of tricks. This is another one of these like weird picture things. And we don't know if it's shenanigans, if she had a kid, and there's a lot of things. But I want to see what y'all think since it was trending. Ghost hand captured in photo sparks a debate. Call an exorcist, of course. It was something out of the 2000 horror movie, What Lies Beneath. The internet is freaking out over a photo of a phantom hand in the ocean off northern Australia, which some paranormal activity buffs have claimed belongs to some form of aquatic apparition. The pic is currently going viral as internet denizens try and decipher the underwater anomaly. So, can anyone tell me what this is? Wrote Monique in the caption to the spooky pic, which was taken while she and her friends were frolicking in the postcard waters off Magnetic Island, Queensland. After some frolicking through the tulips. After sunbaking for quite some time, we decided to go for a swim, take a couple photos before heading back home. The town said native had described. At the time the photograph was taken, the water was crystal clear and there were no other people anywhere. Yeah, of course, that's easy for her to say. She added, we did not see anything in the water as it was so clear, and we were definitely looking in the water as we have to watch out for things like stingrays or even crocodiles sometimes. It was only after she returned home that she noticed the alleged phantom hand lurking beneath the waves in one of the pics. The chilling pic shows her standing in the shallows while in the lower right-hand corner, Mitt appears to be reaching through the water as if trying to grab her leg. I only noticed,
It wasn't her leg. It was trying.
It wasn't her leg. It looks like it's getting ready to do a cupping on her badonkadonk. I only noticed the hand in the water 2 days later when I was showing a workmate, and they pointed it out. I didn't know what to think. The aghast gal explained. I felt shocked and confused and couldn't get my head around if it was really a hand. Wait, back out again. Okay, if she now, could that be a reflection of her? I'm already trying to think, like, of her own hand. If she was, where's her other hand at? One hand's in her pocket,
You
and
know, I
the
mean,
other one.
it's weird right here from a reflection, you know, from the water, but I don't know what that is.
Oh no, her other hand is like back behind her
Yeah, like
on her side. So even then, I don't know with the water like that if it would be picking up her own shadow. If there was another person, they'd have to be out of the film of the camera, have their frame of the camera, have their hand over into like the bubbles of the water without it being seen, like put their little childlike hand. But it
yeah.
doesn't even really look like it looks like those hands that you slap against a wall.
Yeah, they stick. Yeah.
Yeah, she posted it on Facebook where fans, flooded her box with theories. That is a call for an exorcist, my friend. God, I can't stand those type of comments. You about to get your leg grabbed and drowned by the babe in paranormal activity. One comment section comedian wrote, "Oh, no big deal. It's just the ghost of someone that drowned, and now they want you to join them. It's sweet when you think about it." Some even said the alleged hand belonged to a dead body or a mermaid. I did think dead body, like what if there was a hand, like a legitimate hand
Yeah.
going by, and they would be more bloated than, I mean, they would be bloated like that, but the fingers would be more bloated.
Yeah.
Not a mermaid. Um, it's an upside down crab or octopus. Somebody said it could be a glove floating in the water. Jellyfish, light, water distortion, and angle making it look weird. One armchair scientist chalked up the phenomenon to the image of someone's foot or hand getting refracted through the water. Water refracts and scatters light, therefore what warps visual presentation, they explained. So nobody has any clue what it is.
Could be, could be King Tut's hand. Could be anybody's hand.
It could be Bigfoot's hand.
Could be Bigfoot's hand.
He wanted a little piece of badonkadonk.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
He's about ready to splash, like he's going to go.
Yep.
I mean, it didn't touch her. And why do people always got to jump on the exorcist train?
Kind of looks like a cartoon hand.
It does. It really does.
There's the badonkadonk.
And that's the badonk.
And there's the hand. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in for the grab. Hey, Goose, who was that? No, it wasn't me. Well,
so weird.
Go for weird hands and badonkadonks to the next one is kind of ghostly too, apparently. That's what she says anyways. Terrified family flees home due to paranormal phenomenon. Terrified family has flees in home due to paranormal phenomenon. Lauren Roth and her family were ultimately forced to flee after the activity at their home left them traumatized. Roth, who moved into the rented property in Teesside, England, with her husband and 2 children last November, quickly became suspicious that something was amiss. In addition to witnessing lights turning on and off by themselves, she kept developing unexplained bruises, and her son would keep waking up screaming in the middle of the night. He would also act as though there was someone else in the room with him. It got to the point where my son was talking to somebody, Lauren said. They used to sleep all night with no problems at all. My son would wake up and he'd stand at the top of the stairs staring. Well, that shit's creepy. Oh, man. Things were getting moved around the house and thrown down the stairs. We'd seen something we'd seen something during the night. And going back to the kid standing at the top of the stairs just staring, that creeps me out more than like, you know, a ghost walking across the street. To see like one of your own family members just like having that dead-eyed stare thing, like they're possessed or something. That kind of freaks me out. Things went from bad to worse when she began experiencing feelings of being choked by an unseen assailant, and her daughter started to develop unexplained scratch marks. The last straw came in June of this year when her son went to bed one evening and started screaming, "Get off me, leave me alone," as though he was being attacked by something invisible. Yeah, that's case for get the hell out. Anyways, the family ended up living in a caravan in their neighbor's driveway while they looked for a new home. You see it in movies, but you don't think it's going to happen to you, said Lauren. We've literally had to get up and move out of this house. We had no other choice. Yeah, if something's climbing on you in your bed, that's when it's time to rendezvous. Foo bar, we're out of here.
I say.
Either that or start fighting.
Start swinging. I think I got down.
Of course, I had some weird stuff attached to me at one point a while back.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
What?
Say what?
What was that right after?
I said it weren't no fun.
Yeah, but what was that after? Like,
what you mean? What was I doing after? What was I doing before then?
Yeah, like what? Like I like remember it, but I can't remember what like caused it.
Something about the graveyard down the road from me.
Oh yeah.
I could not go on the right hand side of it. I would be totally fine, and I would go in that graveyard and go to the right hand side of it, and like 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes later, I'd be like puking or something. It was just weird. Something there just did not like me, and you know, it wasn't. I mean, I don't know why, because you know we would always go there, yeah, do all kinds of stuff, upkeep, and you know, trying to clean the place up, and I would tell them that. But yeah, something, you know, of course, that's where I saw the big. It was funny. Just the other night after the gig, I think I was texting, and I told you I went and saw my friend Steve and Heather, and we were talking about that. And yep, Zach, that was the spot. Yeah, we were talking about that night that we saw this weird, crazy thing in that cemetery coming at us, not just me. But yeah, I brought home something from there.
That's the place where you like even went back asking, like, do you have a problem with me? Or
yeah,
like, I don't mean you any harm.
That's pretty much how I got rid of it. You know, Sam and me, after like 3 months of just hell, just went back down there, and I'm like, all right, I'm not leaving until we get this shit sorted out. And just had that crazy talk with the spirits, you know, and saying, hey, I never come here to disrespect anything, and it's time for you to leave me alone. And if it's not somebody in the, you know, cemetery, like one of the people buried there or whatever, you know, if it's something else, I was asking for the people that were buried there, the spirits that were there, to help me get this freaking thing off my back. And apparently it worked, because I left there that day and didn't have any problems afterwards.
So I got This is a little bit of an older story, but they reposted it on the Huffington Post. A woman who wasn't dead died trying to escape a morgue freezer and filed a lawsuit. So I don't know if they update about the lawsuit or not, but
She filed the lawsuit, or she died?
she was alive. A California family who claims a loved one was prematurely declared dead and then frozen alive while trying to escape a morgue freezer. Has filed a lawsuit against the hospital. According to the lawsuit, Maria suffered a heart attack on July 26, 2010, and was pronounced dead by a doctor at the medical center. Arroyo's body was laid out so her family could pay their respects before it was taken to the hospital's morgue, where it was placed inside a refrigerated compartment, pending pickup by a mortician. It was during Arroyo's time in the refrigerated compartment. The lawsuit alleges that something, which under different circumstances might have been viewed as a miracle, turned into a nightmare. She was put into that body bag while she was alive, the family's attorney alleged to the Huffington Post. The cold from the hospital morgue woke her up, and she was fighting her way out when she died. When morticians later received Arroyo's body from the morgue, the lawsuit claims they found her face down rather than face up. Her nose was broken, and she had cuts and bruises to her face, according to the court papers. Arroyo's family initially attributed the injuries to mishandling of her remains. The injuries were so severe, the lawsuit alleges, that the mortuary was unable to mask them. As a result, the family filed a suit accusing the hospital of negligence. A medical expert hired by Schutzman later reviewed depositions and declarations by hospital staff, which led him to summarize that Arroyo had received her injuries pre-mortem and was frozen alive in the hospital morgue. She must have got the wounds while she was fighting, while she was on her way out, and that's why they found her upside down. Following the expert's review, Schutzman withdrew the negligence lawsuit and filed the current case alleging wrongful death. Even if we win, it's bittersweet because they relived this whole thing, Schutzman said of the suit filed on behalf of Arroyo's husband and their 8 children. White Memorial Medical Center has denied any wrongdoing in the case. We followed all proper protocols in this matter, and we're confident that once the facts of this case are reviewed, we will prevail in court, hospital officials said in a statement. And then they gave a copy of the lawsuit, but that is a nightmare. That's a living nightmare.
No doubt.
Yeah, somebody done fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not cool.
It's horrible. And for her family to know that.
Yeah.
It's like you had to go through the kind of grieving and death like twice.
Yep. Well, this one is going to a little cryptozoology. The share screen would work. That would be cool. There we go. New docu-series to search for the elusive skunk ape. Not Bigfoot. His stinky cousin here in Florida is called the skunk ape. A new 3-part series will follow a group of investigators as they seek evidence of Bigfoot's lightweight cousin, the skunk ape. Pretty much everyone will have heard of Bigfoot. However, it's not the only hairy hominid living in North America. Several states have their own version of this creature. One of the best known examples is the skunk ape, a pint-sized hominid believed to be roaming the swamps of Florida. I wouldn't really say pint-sized because he measures up to 7 feet in height. The smaller cousin of Bigfoot is named after the atrocious smell that some witnesses have reported during sightings or when the creature is suspected of being close. And I will add that I have been out in the woods in the swamp and I've smelled something that smelled like a dead, rotting corpse. And I thought of the skunk ape. And that's not a cool thought to be having when you're out in the swamp and the sun is going down and you're hearing limbs breaking. Anyways, a new documentary series, The Skunk Ape Experiments, is aiming to get to the bottom of the mystery and determine the truth behind the elusive hairy hominid once and for all. I doubt they're going to do that because, you know, Bigfoot, skunk ape, they're king of hide and seek. They ain't going to be found. Based in Mayaca City, Florida, the series will follow a cryptid investigator Stacy Brown Jr., Ryan Gombesk, and James Brost as they search Mayaca River State Park for signs of the creature. The Skunk Ape Experiment is a trilogy of films that follows Outcast Paranormal on an adventure in Mayaca City, Florida, on a skunk ape investigation like you've never seen. The synopsis reads, "Never seen one like this." Led by lifelong skunk ape researcher Stacy Brown Jr., Ryan RPG Gellembesk, and James Brost, the team delves into new methods to finally find conclusive proof of the creature's Floridians called the skunk ape. The series is currently available to watch now on Vudu. Interesting. I seriously doubt they're going to come up with any answers. It's going to be just like, you know, all the other shows that are on TV, including my favorite, Skinwalker Ranch. And they're all like that Secret of Oak Island. You know, every episode, they're going to find something there. We're right here. We still didn't find shit at the end. Lingers on a cliffhanger. But what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Next, I have a couple update things in here tonight. This is one of them. And I posted it when the James Webb Telescope did, you know, show this. You all might remember this, you know, picture of the star closest to the sun, the Proxima Centauri. That's the bodies. Yeah. This is the sausage.
That's what she said. Come on, share it. You can do it. Come on.
So this asshat, French physicist, I'm not going to try to say the first name, last name Klein, posted a picture of a piece of chorizo and claimed it was a picture of the star Proxima Centauri, however you say it. A French scientist isn't, yeah, there you go. And when you look at it, like mine's kind of like a red, really deep red because they added, you know, the color to it.
Yeah.
But when you take it out and look, yeah, that looks like a damn pepperoni.
Yeah.
A French scientist is in hot water after he trolled his Twitter followers with a picture of what he said was a distant star taken by the James Webb Telescope. In reality, it was a piece of sausage. On July 31st, French scientist Klein tweeted an image of a glowing red circle with the caption saying it was Proxima Centauri, the closest star to the sun. Picture of Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to the sun, located at 4.2 light years away from us. It was taken by the James Webb Telescope, said Klein, a physicist and director at France's Alternative Energies and Atomic Energy Commission. In the translated tweet, this is why I'm done hearing about experts and this, and that, because just because you have a degree, it depends what you do with your degree and what your intent is. Just because you have these certificates everywhere doesn't mean you're a great guy, you know? And we can't believe anybody that just says, oh, I'm a scientist. This level of detail, a new world is unveiled every day, he added. The post received thousands of likes on the platform, but Klein later admitted the picture was not of the star or of anything else found in space. In fact, it was simply a picture of chorizo, a type of smoked sausage. Pisses me off. The post received thousands of likes on the platform. Oh, wait, we said that. Well, when it's time for an alcoholic drink, cognitive biases seem to have a field day, he later tweeted. Beware then of them, Klein continued. According to contemporary cosmology, no object belonging to Spanish charcuterie exists anywhere but on Earth. Then Klein then followed with the message by saying the fake astronomy image was only meant as a form of amusement. No. In view of some no, bad scientist, bad.
Bad scientist.
Bad. In view of some comments, I feel compelled to clarify that his tweet showing an alleged snapshot of the star was a form of amusement. He added, let us learn to be wary of the arguments from authority as much of the spontaneous eloquence of certain images. He explained it was meant to be a joke. This is the first time I made a joke when I'm more on this network as a figure of scientific authority. So the good news is that some immediately understood the deception, but it also took 2 tweets to clarify. It also illustrates the fact on this type of social network, fake news is always more successful than real news. Nobody knew it was fake. The thing is, they thought it was from the damn space, the big news right now, this Space Webb Telescope. So no, none of what he's saying holds water. Fake news is not more successful. It's just you lied. I also think if I hadn't said it was a James Webb photo, it wouldn't have been so successful, he explained. No shit. The James Webb Telescope launched. This stuff pisses me off to like degrees I can't even.
Makes me want a pizza right now.
So I'm done with that. But no, you can't be a scientist. You can't go out there with all the bullshit there is in the world and act like, oh, you're an ethical troll. No. You can't go out and post bullshit and then act like it's our fault for clicking on it and believing that a scientist is going to, post real pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt everything all the time. Just because I don't trust shit anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
And stuff like this just sets me over the edge.
Yeah. It honestly does make me want a pizza.
Pizza?
Right now. Yeah. Man, pizza would be good. I'm not supposed to eat pizza, but damn. That's one good looking pepperoni. Yeah, by the way, tonight's show is brought to you.
Say what?
By Starlink.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm on running Starlink now. Elon's satellite internet. Seems to be working pretty good so far. Literally got it hooked up like hour or two before the show. couple of hours before the show. So yeah, we make it through all the way through the show tonight. That's a good sign, I guess. I was telling Jamie so far it's a little slower than my Comcast. My Comcast was hauling ass today because it's been down on and off all week because they've been uploading or upgrading the network. So, I mean, I did a speed test and it was like, I don't know, it was like 100, 200, 500, 900, 1,000. It was hauling butt. But I don't know if those numbers are real because Starlink, I did a speed test and it's not near as fast on the charts, but using it, can't tell the difference at all. Stuff still comes up fast. So, anyways, the story that I was gonna read until I got mind bamboozled by pepperoni was this one. Oh, speaking of crazy people, speaking of me, I'm crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, this guy, I think I got a video too that I'm going to play with this. Just, you know, I say it every week. What the hell's wrong with people? Well, apparently, what the hell's wrong with a lot of people? I've always said with proper marketing, you could sell a turd on a stick. Well, this guy's got a piece of string cheese. And let me just read the story if I don't cough up a lung here first. I'm out of vodka. I mean, tea. The peculiar advert recently took pride and place in Toronto's busy Yonge and Dundas Square. What do you do when you move into your new home and you find that the previous occupant has left a solitary cheese string in the refrigerator? I mean, what do you do? I know what I would have probably done. This guy didn't do that. While most people would likely have thrown it in the trash, Angel Domingo decided that the best thing to do with this string cheese was to find someone else willing to trade for it. To this end, he spent a rather large sum of money renting out an enormous billboard in the middle of Toronto to promote the fact that the string cheese was available for trade. The move quickly went viral with hundreds of people phoning him up to make offers. Multiple news outlets getting in touch with to determine the story behind this peculiar stunt. This is probably the strangest thing I've ever had to offer up, he said. Somebody told me that I wouldn't get anything for it. Nobody would want it, but I guess some people really want it. I received a lot of offers. I think that the strangest thing most anybody had to offer me so far has been 2 Persian cats. So far, he has yet to accept any offers and is still taking them. And let's see. I have a little news article here.
One cheese string or string cheese? Like, do you mean like ripping one string off of the cheese?
No, it's just one string, just one string cheese.
It's just cheese string.
Yeah.
So I see it as when you rip off a little string of cheese.
It's
do you get the whole cheese?
Yeah, you get the whole cheese and the wrapper unopened.
Mm.
And here's the little news article about it.
Richard Southern joins us once again. We're chatting about some of the more interesting and fun stories of the day. And Richard, an Ontario man has bought a huge billboard in Dundas Square, and you'll never guess what he's looking to trade.
It caught our eye. I know it caught your eye. It's right behind you there in Yonge Dundas Square. Big old billboard, Erica, advertising a trade for a single cheese string. I want to show you it. It reads, Erica, quote, accepting trades for one cheese string, marble flavor, still in its original packaging. There's a phone number, as you can see there. We called it at City News, and a man named Angel answered. He said he found this cheese string, Erica, in his refrigerator in a new home he bought in Toronto. He says he's big into trading, and he thought the found cheese string would make a neat item to trade. Get this, he says he's already received hundreds of inquiries since the ad went up. Some of the craziest offers he's received include Persian cats in return for the cheese string, a used concrete truck, and cereal. Someone even offered their girlfriend, Erica. He has not. He hasn't received any offers yet. Would you be willing to trade anything for that single marble cheese string?
I like how he says no low balls. I mean, I have some ketchup packets in my desk. Maybe, I guess. What do you think?
I think that's a pretty fair trade, actually. Ketchup packets.
Yeah. Would you trade?
I don't know if I want to be eating that. He found it in his fridge when he moved in, and I don't know how long that's been around for.
I don't recommend eating that. That's probably a very bad idea.
It's like a Twinkie.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. A Southwest Pass.
And that's funny because he's like, I know what I have. That's like this meme my buddy had the other day. He has like a duffel bag full of Choco tacos, and he's like, whatever best offer. He goes, no low ball, and goes, I know what I got.
Yeah,
because they discontinued Choco Taco.
Did they really?
Mm-hmm.
I used to get those. I used to like them until you get one of the stale ones that has like the rubber taco shell. Those weren't good.
They're all chewy.
Yeah, gotta keep.
You don't want a chewy taco.
Persian cats.
Sacramento poisoning.
Damn it! Now I want tacos. Damn it!
God damn it!
Tacos and pizza.
I can't hear the word taco without wanting a taco.
No, any kind of tacos are good.
Damn, that's why I say tacos could solve world peace. Music. They say, what can we do to bring everybody together? Music. Any music, just, people having music. Tacos. Maybe a little mota.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to get along. Who is going to fight when you're smoking out, vibing out to music, all you can eat taco platters everywhere?
Wow.
I think people would talk, get to know each other, put differences aside. And I really believe that's the key.
There's a little Mexican restaurant that is really good right up the road from me here, and out on the front of their sign, they got a reader board. Always says something kind of different. Up for I don't know, probably the last 2 weeks, it has said, "I'm sorry for what I said before eating tacos." It's like I had lost my mind until I ate some tacos. Sorry for my behavior before eating tacos. I was bummed a while back. I wanted tamales. Now that I see Zach saying something about tamales. And so, I was in the grocery store and I saw a can, tamales, and I was like, oh, I'll get these. Sucks they're in a can, but, I don't have to make them. It'd been forever since I ate a tamale. So I got it home and I was like, opened it up and I was going to get ready to, pull the tamales out. It's like, son of a bitch, I got tamale sauce and not the actual tamales.
Got Kool-Aid and no sugar. Got peanut butter and no jelly.
Yep. So then I had to figure something out to use the sauce for. Cooking troubles, I tell you.
Well, what we got here is a British millionaire who buys a former RAF base and says he may use it to hunt for UFOs.
Yeah. I read the story the other night.
Yeah, and I think this is from July, but I've been kind of having it. I have a list of stories I keep saving in my messenger that I keep knocking down, like for the weeks. I've got like 3 weeks worth of stuff, I think, but they start to get old. William a British millionaire and serial entrepreneur, has snapped up an RAF base in Norwich and said he might use the massive radar to hunt UFOs. William used his fortune to snap up a Cold War era radar station in Norwich instead of splashing out on fast cars and caviar. The British entrepreneur bought up a $250,000 square Air Force base to test his spaceship alien-looking autonomous vehicles. But along with it, the roboticist and artificial intelligence expert got a massive 25-foot-tall radar, which he said he would use to find UFOs, obviously. The radar was once used to detect nuclear missiles, but he joked that he would be using it for hunting down extraterrestrial life. Speaking to Mail Online, he said he turned to the public asking on Reddit what he should use it for. He said, "I will find a way to bring this to life and let the people choose the best way to use it. People want to hunt UFOs? I guess it's hunting UFOs. My expensive hobby will be finding UFOs. If that is what the world wants, who am I to judge?" The massive high-tech system on the disused section of RAF Neatshead will take some time to get back online, and it would take a few years before it's operational. It was advertised for sale in 2010 with an asking price of £40 million, but he didn't reveal how much he paid for the site. The system, known as AMES Type 84 radar unit, was operational from 62 to 94 and utilized microwave technology to detect nuclear bombs. His prized possession is his company Cargo, which uses green, futuristic-looking self-driving cars to deliver packages. He said the cars were like a post office sorter on wheels, and focused on delivering small parcels, which made up 80% of packages sent. But the revolutionary part of the self-driving cars is the supercomputer brain inside of them that is already used by the RAF. So if you have money, you can buy machines to hunt for UFOs yourself.
I don't know, stranger things to do with your money, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Lady Gaga, she's so into ghosts and like having every hotel she stays at has to get checked out. She bought this, like, God, remember we did the story thing. This $1 million, whatever it was, ghost machine. It was just really fancy equipment of what we use. But she travels with it everywhere. I figure if you've got the money for it.
Speaking of ghost machines, don't anybody order anything from that Jeremy jackass, whatever his name is, from Paranologies. I got a bone to pick with that fuckhead. One of these days I'll pick it. It's a small world.
It's a very small world.
Very, very small world. One of these days, Alice. Right to the moon.
To the moon. Let me see. Do you still have one?
Yep.
Okay.
This one is one of those holy crap moments. Enormous sinkhole swallows up the ground in Chile.
I saw that. I didn't read it.
That's one big ass sinkhole. Be cool if I could get to the big ass article about it. A huge sinkhole measuring 82 feet across and descending a mere 650 feet down has opened up in the Atacama region of Chile, large enough to swallow up the entire White House. I don't know about that if it's only 82 feet across. I think the White House is bigger than 82 feet. But anyways, I digress. It's in the town just Tierra Amarilla, around 400 miles to the north of the capital, Santiago. According to the National Service of Geology and Mining, the hole was first spotted on the weekend on Canadian-owned land that is currently used for copper mining. There is a considerable distance, approximately 200 meters, 656 feet to the bottom, said the service director. That's a deep hole. We haven't detected any material down there, but we have seen the presence of a lot of water. Fortunately, the hole did not open up underneath a populated area. However, the local mayor has expressed concerns that if it happens again, the next time things could be a lot worse. Today it happened in a space that's an agricultural property, but our greatest fear now is this could happen in a populated place, on a populated street, or a school, he said. Protecting the integrity of our inhabitants is our greatest concern at the moment. Well, I can tell you, I'm no sinkhole expert, but there ain't a whole hell of a lot you can do to prevent them because you don't know where they may open up. What was the story? I did one, I don't know, it was a year or two ago, about a sinkhole that opened up. A guy was like in his bed.
Yeah.
Opened up like under his house and like sucked him in. Like, man, talk about a nightmare. Just laying in bed all chilled out and asleep. Next thing you know, you're in a freaking hole in the ground getting swallowed up by the earth. That would suck. Probably make you not want to go to bed for a while after that. But yeah, there was a sinkhole here not too long ago, right on the main drag. It wasn't huge, but it was big enough to probably could have stuck a car or two in. It's weird. It's the road I drive on every day, back and forth, and just open up. I think I said something about that. They were also like repairing water lines and stuff, and they said, "Oh, it's not related," but yeah, right. They broke a damn water line. The water was rushing underground somewhere. It had to go somewhere, and it sucked out a big ass hole, and then the road caved in. That's my opinion, anyways. We all know what opinions are like.
I've got one last one here. And it's another follow-up to a story that we read. NASA solves the mystery of the Mars spaghetti.
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 God, now I want spaghetti. Damn it. Jennifer smells it up really good with taco pizza.
God, I know.
Taco pizza. With
I'm
spaghetti.
going to go to the spaghetti factory and get a pizza. Do they have pizza at Spaghetti Factory? I don't even think they have Spaghetti Factory no more. A noodle ship.
Got sucked up in a sinkhole.
It could have got swallowed up. A noodle-shaped object discovered on the surface of Mars has been identified by NASA. The bizarre substance resembling spaghetti was captured in a photo taken by the space agency's Perseverance rover, which landed inside the planet's Jezero crater last year. The picture first seen by the car-sized rover on July 12 sparked wild theories about potential life on the red planet, but NASA has confirmed in a blog that it is a shredded piece of Dacron netting. I lost my place on here. It's a little bit late. It is concluded that the Dacron, which is a member of the polyester family, is likely to have come from a thermal blanket used in the rover's descent stage. That's what we said, rover garbage. The particular piece of netting appears to have undergone significant unraveling, shredding, suggesting it was subjected to strong forces, the blog noted. From the rover's entry, descent, and landing equipment is an unavoidable consequence of making a soft landing on Mars, but it can present a challenge for those working on the Perseverance mission. The rover is on the planet to drill for rock and soil samples that will be collected and brought back to Earth in the 2030s. Ooh, 2030 project. The analysis of the samples could determine whether there is or ever was life on Mars. NASA sterilized Perseverance before launch to avoid contaminating Mars with any Earth microbes, but the rover team will need to use its cameras to try and ensure no materials from the EDL get into the samples. The blog continued, the sampling teams will also continue to monitor potential sources of contamination to ensure the integrity of the return sample cache. The Mars Perseverance rover completed its year anniversary on the red planet last February. So yeah, like we said, it was garbage from...
So they say.
So they say, yeah. And just because NASA says it doesn't mean, it's scripture.
Oh,
Ariel's
well.
going for the cold potato salad. I got my Greek yogurt for that.
I just had to, put up some tacos for the background.
You suck, because Lucky's closes at right now 4 minutes ago. I can't go get a taco if I wanted one. Maybe like Homer dreaming about drilling all tacos.
Beer and jelly donuts.
I'm not so into donuts. But she had me at tacos.
Yeah. Tacos, man. I was going to make tacos last night and didn't do it. But the night's not over yet.
What in the holy hell just happened?
So, do you like soft tacos or hard tacos? And if you like the crunchy tacos, do you use regular taco shells or do you use those stand-up taco shells? Like,
my mom uses stand-up ones the other day. This week, I'm actually going to show her how to make real taco shells, crunchy ones.
Like the ones you like make them yourself?
Yeah, I like to make it myself. I had a friend who taught me real Mexican tacos.
Nice. You may have to share that with me.
And I used boiled shredded chicken. They showed me the cheese. They're like in these perfect pouches. She's like, no, you don't do tacos like that. For a quickie, like if I want to do like a taco bar, I'll just like kind of brown a flour tortilla a little bit, put a pile out, and like have the chopped up stuff. You know what I heard? That's just a white person thing. Supposedly. Really? Yeah, they're like white people have the taco bars where they have all the chopped up stuff. I'm like, no, like all of us grew up and like go to friends' house, and I'm thinking about it, and like we all have, have everything all chopped up and like build your own tacos. And I didn't think that was like just a white person thing, but like my friends whose mom is like old school, came here from out there, and she doesn't like the way she does her tacos. It's like, they do like the rice and beans on the stove all the time, and the tacos the way she taught me to do it, but they don't have like the taco bars out. I like the taco bars.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. There's like no taco bars. There's no salad bars. There's none of that ever since COVID came around. Even like the grocery store here, Winn-Dixie used to have like the chicken wing bar. Then they don't have, or it's all like everything's undercover now. Because you get that damn monkeypox or something else.
Gosh, was it like Old Town Saloon or like that other buffet place? I can't think of it, but they would have like the taco bar part, and I loved it. It wasn't, as great, but they had all the goodies and like the stand-up taco shells.
See, Zach says the chicken wing bars are open out there in Arizona. Man.
I like street tacos.
Yeah, there's a few of those here.
There's a place on the corner by the gas station. For $9.99, those nachos I show you, like super nachos with chicken, and they put guac and sour cream all over the top.
Damn.
$10. Like, I couldn't even get ingredients to make nachos that cheap. I always give them like a $2 tip, even though I pick up, because they always know me and like always do me right.
Yeah.
Oh, caramel rice cakes are bomb.
Yeah, I had some of those earlier.
I always got to have those on hand.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I'm on a diet. Damn it. Talking about pizza and tacos and all kinds of good stuff. I did eat pizza the other night. I'm on a diet, but you gotta eat what you want every once in a while,
You do.
And man, got pizza from this place. It's my favorite pizza joint here, but holy shit, man, it was expensive. We got 4 slices of pizza, 2 drinks, and a little cup of olives, and that shit was like $44.
What?
Yeah, she told me how much it was. I was like, but I say what? Fuck, I could have got a whole pizza cheaper, like a large pizza or extra large pizza was like $30. I was like, wow. Yeah, Lori, I still do pizza, but yeah, I usually try to do it like once every 2 weeks and like not eat the whole damn pizza, just eat a couple of pieces.
Yeah.
And I usually, other than getting it from there, I usually make it here. So I know exactly what I'm putting on it.
Have you tried the like my mom and I want to try it because I like pizza. I'm weird about the crust, but the cauliflower crust, I hear people.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Yeah. I tried one that was actually pretty good, and then I tried another one, and it kind of tasted like SHIT. It was horrible. But I ate one, and I can't remember what brand it was or anything, but it was actually fine.
So if it's made right.
Yeah. And I actually bought a head of cauliflower. It's been sitting in my crisper drawer. It's probably going to end up growing things. I don't use it. But I bought damn cauliflower is crawling out of the crisper drawer. I bought it with the intentions of making a pizza crust out of it. And well, my lazy ass ain't done it yet.
You gotta tell me how it turns out. We have cauliflower in there. I like cauliflower mashed potatoes. I had that for since I was a vegetarian before.
Yep.
And then my sister said something the other night about cauliflower rice. And I'm like, cauliflower rice? And she was like, I don't know. I guess you like break it up like rice and do it like rice and it tastes like rice. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah.
But I've been trying to find cauliflower seeds and I haven't been able to find any.
Yeah. Man, seeds, starter plants, all here is has been really hard to find this season.
Yeah, we got no starter.
Yeah, cauliflower rice is pretty good. Tonight I had wild rice and some other kind of medley of wild rice, brown rice and wild rice mixture. It was pretty
I
good.
like rice medleys with those little tiny like pearl rices, and I like seeds. I like rice.
Yeah.
I like
Do you
different beans.
You like quinoa?
Don't know. What is
Don't know.
it?
It's a like a seed that you make it like rice, but it's actually pretty good. I get like the tricolor quinoa sometimes. Man, there's a restaurant downtown St. Augustine, one of my favorite restaurants, called the Floridian, and they make this quinoa salad stuff, and it's amazing.
I've heard of that word, but I never knew what it was. Definitely want to try it.
I'm really hungry now. Yeah, I just
And I'm
got to
like
add.
thinking about my Greek yogurt and my granola and my strawberries and my Cali wildflower honey. Good night, Tommy. All right. So 10:13. What do we want to do? We're all getting hungry. I'm already daydreaming about my nighttime. Got my yogurt. You know, I was looking up because I do eat that at night a lot, especially when I'm stressed. Greek yogurt with blueberries. And it's one of those things. I'm like, okay, I wonder about health benefits because my body craves this all the time. Turns out yogurt helps with anxiety and stress and things like that. So I'm like, well, that makes sense why my body probably, likes the yogurt at night and why it helps me. I like it before bed. And then I look up blueberries, same thing, stress, anxiety, all this stuff. I noticed like a lot of the foods like I eat naturally pretty much have to do with like helping stress and anxiety.
Yeah.
Listen to the body. Like when you were sick and you kept craving the watermelon, remember? And I
Yep.
looked it up and it turned out whatever was in the watermelon was like what you totally needed.
Yep. Yeah, you got to listen to your body. It'll tell you. Yeah, that's, when I was in the hospital for my little extended stay, they were all freaked out about, they came in, looking at my chart. Well, what medications are you on? We got to get your medications. And I'm like, I'm not on any medications.
Huh.
I take one pill. And they're like, really? That's pretty weird. Most people
Yeah,
are
it's
on.
so weird this day and age, especially with her.com, where you can just take a 30-second test and have them mail you any anti-anxiety depression drug you want.
Yeah. What was that site again?
Well, they don't tell you what it is when they send it to you.
Ah.
But I'm like, I bet you this is so easy. I was able to pass that within like flying colors.
Yeah, it's weird. Every time I go to
$20 a month.
I go to my doctor, and I always have to fill out this form every time I go. And it says, are you currently taking anything for depression? On a 1 to 10 scale, how depressed are you today? Like, why do I keep having to fill this out?
And then I noticed with anxiety, like if you really want help for your anxiety, you can't let them know about the depression, because once depression gets moved in, then they say, oh, well, we don't treat, depression. So then they knock you out. So you have to pretty much pick your doctor and pick which thing you want to get taken care of the most.
Yeah.
Which is stupid, but that's the way our system is going right now.
Yeah.
Debbie says, I'm making some nachos as soon as I can.
Yeah, I'm like right on that plan. I'm making something, damn it.
All right, guys, I'm just going to go a quickie about astrology real quick, mostly about the new moon. So if you want to go and run and grab some snacks, this slideshow is posted under all the videos and on my page and all that. So feel free to grab a snack.
I'm gonna grab some tea real quick.
You grab some tea. You got that on? Okay. So we are entering the sturgeon supermoon tomorrow. I think last time I looked tonight, we were 1 day and so many hours from it. Let me see on this one. I don't have it there. Yeah, 1 day, 2 hours. And this is the last supermoon of the year, and it's the sturgeon moon. So in here I've added some full moon affirmations, some full moon rituals. I didn't add, everything about like the moon water and all that in here. This super full moon shines a light on your wishes and dreams. Now is the time to release moment by moment whatever holds you back. Love you more than the need for approval. Love you more than the need for approval. Strengthen your boundaries. Do not walk away from yourself. Shine your light. Retrogrades of 2022. I put this in here because we're getting close to Uranus. Uranus is going to be in retrograde from August 24th to the 22nd. So we'll have more about that as it gets closer. The last supermoon is in Aquarius. It encourages us to let go of what's been keeping us stuck. Work with the moon's expanded light to release those stubborn blocks, beliefs, and emotions that you've been having trouble letting go. Focus on releasing outdated energy. Open up to receive. It's time to embrace more. Full moon in Aquarius, and they give you some different things that you can do, like being charitable, expanding your social circle, detach, let go. That's all in there. Energy update. Between August 4th and the 14th, manifestation is extra powerful and happens incredibly fast. That's because we have Lionsgate portal on August 8th. We had all that, and I posted that on Instagram and Facebook. I didn't include it in here since it already passed, but information on that. And then super full moon, the 11th. The rising of Sirius, a time of abundance and ancient Egyptian New Year's on August 12th. Before manifesting, we must release our blocks again. And this August full moon is the perfect time. So again, they're telling you to release those blocks. This one here, the full moon, rediscovery, reinvention, awakening, reclaiming, endings, new beginnings, infinite possibilities. This full moon will begin to activate the light codes and DNA upgrades we've received through the Lionsgate portal. This is a powerful time that will help us recognize our soul's gifts and understand ancestral wisdoms. This energy will help us snap out of the trance we have been in. And I know a lot of us have been feeling this trance. Don't know if we're really going to snap out of it. I really hope so. Like a wake-up call, we suddenly know what needs to be done for the higher good of everyone involved. And we can take our power back. More information on the full moon. We give you a prayer. August 11 is the full moon. The other celestial events happen later in the month. Again, the 11th, the super moon, bring change. Things that are holding us back need to fall away. August 11, Venus enters Leo. Shine like never before. They have the full moon on the 12th. The 13th is the precedes meteor shower, make a wish. The 14th, Saturn is closest to Earth, timeless, magical. And then the collective energy reading for 8/8 to 8/14 for money, career. This week, you're really putting your nose to the grindstone and making progress on your goals. You're feeling quick and decisive, like a sword slicing through the air. You're thinking deeply about your future in terms of your career, finances, and education. Some of you may be starting or finishing trade school. You're full of energy and ready to take on whatever comes your way. In love and relationships connection, you may have experienced a seismic shift in your thinking around your love, relationships, and connection. Something has significantly changed for you with someone you are close to. Now, the shift doesn't mean bad overall. It means something changed, so it could be fixed and built on a better foundation. In your health, wellness, spirituality, this feels endless. Things will never get better. Are you having a hard time with your health? If so, low-frequency emotions like shame, guilt, fear, and anger are contributing to some of your illness and blockages. That is why it is vital to keep yourself in a higher vibration as often as possible. Beware of negative self-talk this week. And then I added in the back some things if you're looking up at the skies for the meteor showers and such. So have that posted for anybody that's interested.
Cool. Yeah, I was out looking at the stars the other night. I was trying to see some of those, some of the media showers that was happening, but it started getting cloudy, so it kind of put a damper on my stargazing, which was unfortunate. What did I go get? Yeah, anybody want to trade for a string cheese?
For a taco?
I got a string cheese here that I found on my refrigerator. Willing to trade you something for it.
Very true, Ulrich.
It's weird. I got to click on the messages and they're like running from me. Weird.
And I ran so far away. A honey bun.
I was out of tea. So I got severed lime liquid death.
Ooh, I still want to try that. Honey buns. Well, we have half an hour left. What do y'all want to do?
I'm just going to eat some string cheese and drink some liquid death. Nah, what do y'all want to do? Want to do some cards?
We can do cards. Do you want to have the box as we do cards? Or do you not want to?
Get it going.
Okay, if anybody would like a card, we have half hour for it. Put a thumbs up or yes, please in the comments, and I'm going to start writing these down. I'm going to use what I did last week, the Shaman's Dream. I'll be using these cards, and then you guys will get first come, first serve, taking turns with us. however your name gets written down. Turn on some light. My cigar's a snack. Okay, Debbie. And Zariana? And
Nine.
Lori. Yeah. Heather. Zach. Jennifer.
Hostess, High Priestess, High Priest Hase.
Turquoise. Were you wanting a? I might have. Did you want a card too, Wolfie?
No, I'm using.
String cheese and Mad Dog. Hell yeah, that's a combo.
I know. 11. 7.
Okay, going once, going twice. Yes, okay, Wolfie. I think we got everybody. Did you want to start, Rob?
Sure.
You get Miss Debbie.
I playing to.
Yes.
Right.
Down from the windows.
I have a Zariana.
Hurry.
I'm using crystal black.
Around the
There's you. All right, I think you're. Just so you don't get scared.
Spirits say what deck I'm using.
first. Only us.
And it is
I think I'm no.
Covered.
Kumbaba Jasper.
General confusion.
Yes. It's nothing.
And what it says about this Jasper. Give me some light on the situation. The situation at hand. Ancient Echoes. Kumbaba Jasper attunes to your personal biorhythms to natural cycles of the planet. The crystal also facilitates deep clearing of your karmic body and the ancestral line. Self-understanding for the crystals: when you live in your head rather than your physical world, your cellular structure becomes unstable and your metabolism is thrown off balance. You may not be assimilating oxygen or nutrients such as minerals and vitamins. Remember that ideas are nutrients too. Disruption of your autonomic nervous and immune systems may be caused by ancient traumas and family dramas. Divination is getting in touch with the ancestors and understanding the process of creation helps you to recognize the value of recycling the past to create a more potent future. Check out what has been passed down the ancestral line and utilize homeopathic healing for masms such as tuberculosis. Healing insight: by changing how you view things, you dramatically improve your well-being. And the frequency is earthy. Chakra is base, heart, alta major, casual. The timing is winter, and the soul path, reconnecting to ancient wisdom and roots of being. And again, that's Kambaba Jasper.
All right, I've got. Oh,
Awaken. Give you.
what are you saying?
Debbie said she thought the box said Debbie, and I think it did too.
And then I've got Azariana, and then you'll have Lori. I pulled Azariana's while you were reading, and she got the Mini Masks, the Authentic Self card. And this one's a little bit hard to see because it's kind of shadowy. You can see like the different masks around. The authentic self, energizing internal allies, a conscious shift. We live in a world where everyone we see wears a mask. We wear these masks to cover up and protect who we really are. We learn to do so because we've been conditioned to try to appear a certain way to fit into society. Masks allow us to belong, so we remain within the confines of what is expected. Masks are not inherently bad, rather they provide context and structure for our personalities and soul's expression. Some of us might believe that a particular mask fixed and hardened onto us is our permanent face. We forget that we are living beings with a multitude of faces, enabling us to experience a fuller, more vibrant world. Your authentic essence doesn't want to be constrained by others' expectations anymore. Now is the time to strip away the mask you've accepted and discover who you really are. A new self is emerging, and your perception changes as you adopt new ways of being. Right now, it's really important to allow yourself to experiment, to experience the world and all its potentials and possibilities. And then I'm going to go ahead and, because there's still another paragraph, I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of the rest of it and send it to you.
Sudden breathe, like a
I forgot these ones are a little bit longer.
For Lori?
Correct.
My favorite, and the one I've drawn for myself 4 or 5 times in a row.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Cool.
Black tourmaline. And it even turned right to it in the book.
And see beyond. 5.
And circumstantially, it shows a piece of black tourmaline on the card. And I have a piece
Nice. But not
that's as big, if not bigger, than the one on the card. This one's always a good one because it fits like right in the palm of my hand.
That's awesome.
So we need a little extra protection. I always grab a hold of that. Black tourmaline absorbs negative energy and affords excellent energetic protection, enhancing your physical vitality. You are adaptive, adjusting to new places, new situations. You have a clarity of thought and analyze situations rapidly. Let go of overcautiousness, but stay protected. You sense it when people wish you ill. You may be carrying a family or a past life, creating dis-ease. Recognize that negative thoughts and actions harm others and yourself. The divination, strengthen your protection, consolidate plans, and be realistic. You'll soon see the way through obstacles. Ensure you are well protected. Ill wishing or envy may be directed your way. Neutralize bad energy without harm to others. Watch your thoughts Attend to practical matters. Be generous and give others freedom. The healing insight, neutralizing toxic energies from your environment, shielding yourself from ill-wishing or EMF stress, and detoxifying your body supports your well-being.
You want to do the final thing?
Just say you're a lunatic.
Almost.
Frequency is earthy. Chakra is earth, star, and base. Timing is Capricorn. And the soul path is appropriate energy, shielding, and enhancement. And that is definitely my card.
And then I'm doing Royal now, and then you'll have Heather next. I just pulled Royals while you were reading, and he got Winter's Dream, gestation period. And this one's a little hard to see in the dark too, but I'll send a copy of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gestation period, sanctuary, conscious awareness. The winter's dream is a summons to go within. Your life force longs to turn inward like the sap of trees returning to the roots. Cast your gaze toward the deep and hidden places in your heart. Come to rest again in the sanctuary and safety of your soul and be at peace, basking in your crystalline clarity and that quiet place. This is not hibernation. Do not fall asleep. Take your quiet, wakeful nature with you into stillness and know that you are replenishing your life force. Trust that the deeply buried seeds inside your soul, the ones you planted even before you were born, are stirring softly, ready to awaken with the spring. But do not try to rouse them early. Instead, surrender to the quiet of winter's dream. Winter's dream can lull you into a slumber where you can lose consciousness and become caught in a nightmare. Awaken, awaken. Find that easy return to wakefulness that brings you clarity. This is the time to set your priorities in order, yet not act on any of them. Allow the clarity and transparency that comes with winter's dream to penetrate your heart and soul. The time for action will come later. Remember that all things are born of dreams, and your task is to wake up within the dream, to lucidly guide it to your choice, to your chosen destination.
Gust of wind, like a
Everyone said
relative. She said when she gets.
This one's for Heather.
Mm-hmm.
You to feel how much.
I never know if I'm saying this one right, but it's Peridot.
Peridot.
Peridot?
Peridot.
Peridot.
It's in the frizz out. How gets most? I know. 3. Okay. So.
This is not a 7.
I sent you my lapis lazuli that I got this week, right?
That was beautiful.
Naked lady lazuli.
I still have the lapis lazuli background for this, and I just always wear, the onyx, but.
How do you say that word again? Peridot?
Peridot.
Peridot. Frees the mind from unwelcome envious thoughts and night terrors. It's transmutive and purifying. Self-understanding. You are deeply emotional and may possessively cling to the past or beat yourself up over mistakes. By natural jealous, you have dark thoughts. Detoxify your emotions. Learn to forgive and let go. Follow your own life plan without judging yourself or being envious of others. You have the power to go freely through fiery transmutation and emerge transformed. Divination is use energy wisely. Recognize outside influences operate your life. Develop your own protection. Learn to rely on your own inner guidance. Peridot indicates farewells and disappointments in love. Avoid jealousy. Be assertive without aggression. You have a powerful destiny and great integrity. Money is earned from your talents. The healing insight is envy and jealousy harm you as well as hurting others. Frequency is earthy to high. Chakra is heart and solar plexus. Timing is Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. And the soul path is emotional purification.
That was Heather's, right?
Yep. And again, that was Peridot. Blurry. Peridot.
I am playing to circle. Selling.
Okay, I've got Zach, and then you will have Jennifer.
Look in the mirror. You can
And Zach, I pulled the Beloved card, Radical Acceptance, while you're reading.
see.
The object of affection, radical acceptance, loving what is. When the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body, and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one you have been waiting for. Know that this card comes as a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly in your being. The beloved may not be a person at all. It might be a business venture, a project, or an adventure calling for your full attention. Love it, let it light you up, and give it your all. Surrender to this truth and know that you are gaining a passport to bliss, even when it feels that you are being consumed by the fire of the beloved. Do not hold back or be afraid, for you will emerge transformed. Surrender is the key. Allow yourself to be loved. Usher the harsh critic out the door and shut your eyes and ears to the judgment of others who have not been ignited by the divine blaze consuming you, for they will only attempt to douse your fire and leave you choking on the smoke. Be careful you are not seduced by false promises or falling prey to your extraordinary ability to sabotage your dreams and desires. Sink with and sink into your heart and trust your sense of what is true, and you will know what to do. The true beloved is never false. Every gift is pro-offered. Every gift pro-offered is valuable. Recognize the many faces of the beloved and welcome them into your heart. You will be glad that you did. So it's got some different meanings to it.
Definitely.
3.
This one's for Jennifer.
Correct.
And it is citrine, which I wanted to buy a really nice piece of this yesterday, but it was a really nice. I go in the crystal shop and I like look at things and I pick things up that I really like, and that kind of call me.
Little tiny citrine.
Mine are always. I always pick the damn high dollar stuff.
Well, yeah. This would make a good little necklace point, though.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
The expensive ones call to you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, like the first time I ever went in and looked at Moldavite, and I was like, "Oh man, that green stuff, that's awesome!" And like, yeah, that's also. Excuse me. It's also one of those most expensive crystal.
I gotta
In the-
get some. I told you about my friends that just got some, and they're like so excited by it.
Anyways, Citrine Abundance, a stone of joy and abundance. Citrine helps you to interact creatively with the world. It promotes inner calm. Maybe I should have bought it, even though it was expensive. Self-understanding. You spend too much time worrying about home, family, and finances. Remember, you are an abundant being who manifests what you need. You are innocent, wise child who yearns to play. Joyful creates a wonderful world. Be grateful, for you are blessed. Accept constructive criticism. Become emotionally balanced, letting feelings flow naturally. Divination for this crystal is take time out for joyful play. Self-regard heals a damaged child. Abundance is all around you. You attract success and prosperity. Stop worrying. Be optimistic and allow life to happen. Trust your intuition and perception. Consult the wise child within. Your thoughts on the bigger picture are correct. If there's family discord, harmony is restored through praise. Healing insight is true abundance comes from within. If you nurture your desires, you will bring joy to your wise child self. Frequency is high. The chakra cleanses, activates, and re-energizes all. Timing is Aries, Gemini, Leo, and Libra, and the soul path is unbodying abundance. Damn, that's a pretty good. It's a pretty good crystal to pull.
Yeah. And I'm pulling Sherry, and then you'll have turquoise, and then I'll have Wolfie, and then that'll be all of them. So for Sherry,
Yes.
I pulled her. It's called the Cat Pillar Opportunity. And it looks like a trippy kind of cat. I'll send you the picture too. That kind of a small cat design is going down to look like it gets a cat or pillar. Transformation, opportunity, independence from conditional responses. The energy of caterpillar appears heralding a time of transformation and opportunity. Here you are being asked to revise your dreams. If it looks and smells familiar, step away from it for the time being. The new cannot emerge from the old, and the youthful and vital cannot emerge from the aged and sickly. Experiment and surprise yourself with what arises for you in this moment. Caterpillar is an invitation to test out a new strategy to get a different, better result. Remember that the definition of lunacy is continuing with the same thinking and behavior and hoping for a different outcome. It's different. It's time to break away from the habitual responses, to surprise yourself and startle others. Eliciting a smile or frown or look of awe from those around you. Do not wait for an invitation from life to practice a bit of outrageousness or for permission to do the unexpected. Any other response right now will lead to more of the same and no real change. Sometimes the most original response is no response whatsoever. Stand stock still, staring steadily into the eyes of the players in your drama, avoiding engagement until the moment is right. Caterpillar invites you to witness the story unfolding, knowing that deciding on the timing of your action is as essential as finding the best move to make. And when you do act, let there be no doubt in anyone's mind of your determination and the power that you unleash.
Hmm.
I'm going.
This one's for turquoise, and it is What is it?
Yes, necessarily.
It is flint. Yum burritos. Flint is portal power. Flint stabilizes energy and cuts through to the core of issues, clearing blockages and loosening ties. It opens portals to other worlds and hidden aspects of yourself. Self-understanding. You are a person with profound inner depths. Do not be afraid to explore this hidden side. It contains treasure beyond knowing, together with attitudinal karma and repressed emotions affecting well-being. Flint connects you to your ancestors. A natural traveler, you will know how to negotiate the shamanic underworld to obtain healing insights. Divination is strengthen your boundaries, cut through confusion to the core of the matter. Soul retrieval is necessary if you're left any part of yourself in another life or abusive childhood experience. An unwelcome visitor from the past can be left behind, but recognize lessons before you move on. Healing insight. Pay attention to energy boundaries and core strength. Cutting detrimental ties and strengthening your connection to the planet maintains well-being. Frequency is earthy. Chakra is earth star and base. Timing is Scorpio. The soul path is self-exploring other worlds.
For you.
And then I've got one last one for Wolfie. And for him, I pulled Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. And I'll send that to you. Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. Nothing can stop you. The beauty you seek. When the Magician's Sword appears, you are called to cut the cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs, or to friends who are not true. With the power of the Magician's Sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon, so make sure you wield it wisely and for the greater good. Find the stuck places where you are kept tethered to a toxic person, a particular location, or a faulty thought or belief, and let the blade do its magic. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles. But don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the Magician's Sword to cut through limiting beliefs, and remember that all beliefs are limiting. And focus your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need for the task at hand. You only need to muster the wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. When the Magician's Sword appears, it is time to get moving. This is not a tool for contemplation, for gazing at the finely polished edge. It is an instrument calling for decisive action. And remember, the sword is alive with the wisdom you can summon to help you find the best course of action. Do not hesitate and act.
Is that it?
That is
Did we
it.
get everyone? Waves.
I should be on Paranormal Soup on Sunday. I still have to we have our family reunion thing. Sounds like the whole COVID on Sunday, but hopefully we should be back in time. And this last week I wasn't on because we took my sister to the airport because she surprised us, but I'll probably be on Sunday. I think You might be there Sunday.
Nah. No, I probably will be. I don't think I play this Sunday. I think I play Saturday. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I should be there. Let's see. What day do I play? I don't even know.
You have so many
I play Friday or
changes
Saturday.
with everything.
I know. Yeah, I was so pissed off a week ago. I was like, I'm just gonna throw this band in the trash can. I'm done. And then I was like, shit, I got too much money invested in all these guitars and amps and everything else. I got to keep playing.
Oh.
Oh,
It
man, being in a
sounds
band,
like
it's like being married to 4 people at once. It sucks.
Yeah, right?
Mm.
That cannot get along. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a clairvoyant on Sunday.
Yeah.
No, sir.
It really is. And it's almost like managing a preschool at the same time.
Yeah. You know what's weird is I'm sitting here looking at all these, pictures of food, and I can smell pizza right now.
No.
It's there's no pizza here other than what's on the screen, but I can smell it. It's amazing what your mind can do. I mean, it smells like a fucking pizza in here right now. Weird. Yeah, I was going somewhere before I got sidetracked by pizza, and I don't know where it was that I was going. No idea. Next week, on Weird Wednesday, I don't think I even told you this, Jamie, but I think Steve and Heather are going to come back to hang out with us.
Oh,
And
cool.
they have some interesting news stories. They told me one the other night that was freaky. Let's see if they share that one.
Helps you.
I love ghost stories.
Fusion.
And they are good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, their store, they've had it's called the Odd Macabre. Oh man, it's an awesome store. You would love it. It's full of everything witchy, and they do you can go there and make your own candles. They do candle making classes and all that, and there's just all
Pictures are amazing.
they got dolls and books and witchcraft stuff and herbs and sage and all kinds of stuff. Really cool artwork in there. It's an awesome store. So it'd be cool. Maybe I can take my laptop down there one day and do maybe we can do a show live from there, from inside the Odd Macabre.
That would be cool.
I wonder, since I have Starlink now, if I could just take my Starlink and just put it outside the building, get a connection. Just do it from there like that.
Maybe.
Interesting.
What's that?
Well, spirits have been chatting in the background, and I've heard some strange words in it.
I have to listen back to some of that.
Yeah. But anyway, that should be next week, and we'll probably see you on Paranormal Soup with Jason Bland. And other than that, I guess we're out of here. And we'll talk to you all later.
Good.
Yeah. Have a week ahead
Mirror. You want to see?
coming to you live.